It's a story of a farmer in Africa that was tilling the soil and trying to make ends meet and have enough food for his family by working his little farm area. But as a farmer, over a number of years, he would hear stories of people discovering these diamonds in all these different areas of Africa. And he had these dreams of discovering diamonds and this in different areas, and he dreamt of it, and he wanted it, and he longed for it. Finally, one day, somebody came along and offered him some money for his farm. And now he had the opportunity, because he had the resources, to go out and look for these diamonds so that he could have the riches to provide for himself and his family. So he goes out and he starts looking for the diamonds that supposedly are all over the place in Africa. And he's searching high and he's searching low and he's climbing mountains and he's wading through rivers and he's wading through streams. And this goes on for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 8 years. Basically, he's completely out of money. His family has left him because he's roaming all over Africa. His health gets bad. He deteriorates. He doesn't have the money to be able to take care of himself, and he perishes and dies. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, or the farm, if you will, that he sold, the man that he sold him to nurtured it. He tilled the soil. He worked on the farm. He eked out a living on this farm. And one day, a friend of his came by, and they were chatting in this one-room farmhouse. And on the mantle were 2 large stones. The friend went over to the mantle. He looks at the stones. He takes a look at it. He plays with it, throws it up in the air a little bit, just kind of examines it. And he says to his friend, "Do you know what this is?" And he says, "I have no idea. It's a stone to me. There's thousands of them over by the river, down by the stream on my property down there." "Sir, these are diamonds." So the moral of the story, oh, by the way, this farm, true story, went on to become one of the richest, highest producing diamond mines the world has ever seen in Africa. All on this man's land who died because he didn't really know what he had. Because he didn't know what he had. And he didn't focus on what he had. He kept looking for the new deal. He kept looking for the diamonds elsewhere. He kept looking for the riches elsewhere, when all the time the riches were right at his feet.